are you non-partisan, or will you still be supporting Peter Obi in the upcoming elections?
I'm interested in competency and capacity. I have decided, and I have always put country first. I will support the most competent and the most capable candidate by my estimation and the estimation of our people.
By your estimation, who would be the most competent candidate?
We're looking at the willingness of people to take challenges, because the Nigerian project is a massive, difficult project. I'll give you an instance at this one, and this will be important for our listeners. I came here to tell Nigerians truth. My brother, my elder brother and friend, Peter Obi, left the ADC to the NDC because, like my brother Tanko Yunusa said, there was a Bobby trap. And I asked the question, why didn't the leaders of the opposition sit down to understand, debate, argue, and perhaps fight about the most capable candidate for 2027? Why the jumping of ships at this point? And at this one, let me say this, that if we truly put country first, it will be above individual ambition, ego, needs, and sentiments. It will be about who best can make Nigeria work. I have said something clearly, and I want to say it here on national TV, that if Kwakwanso and Peter Obi believe that together they can fix our country, why didn't they unite in the ADC to defeat Atiku Abubakar? And that is not to say that I have no sentiments in support of Atiku Abubakar, not in any way. He knows. Those who work with him know. I have my reservations. I think that there comes a point in the history and life of a nation where you must sacrifice individual ambition for the collective good. If we all agree that the APC should be out of power come 2027, why aren't the leaders of the opposition ready to bury individual ambition? I'll give you an instance. Why isn't Atiku Abubakar ready and willing to sacrifice his individual ambition for the collective good? Why isn't Obi and Kwakwanso ready to work together to defeat Atiku Abubakar in the ADC? Why isn't Amechi ready to sacrifice his individual ambition for the greater good? I think that that's the challenge of the opposition, not the hoopla in the media. You know, like I said, the time to put competency and capacity and the well-being of the Nigerian people and the hoi polloi ahead of individual ambition, egotism, egocentricity, and selfish ambition is now. And that's my preoccupation. I want the Project Nigeria to be our unalterable commitment.
All right, Chris. Okay, I come back to you, and I will appreciate if you will be clear about your submission, about your response, because one of your favorite phrases is emphasizing the urgency of now, and I'm asking you on the basis of that on the basis of that philosophy, who among those that are likely to be the presidential candidates today will you consider to be the most competent and with the largest capacity? Will you say that it is Peter Obi or Atiku or somebody else? What will you say in direct, unambiguous statement about that?
Steve, you know me very well. You're my Ebo, and you know that I'm a student of truth. Without equivocation, my sentiments and emotions are still with Peter Obi, and I'll give you two reasons. His credibility. I'll give you the second reason. His ability to connect with a generation that is seeking change. But I tell you without doubt that if nothing is done to galvanize the opposition, citizen Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have a smooth coronation in 2027. It's beyond these things you see in the social media. And Steve, I don't want a situation where in 2027 I'll say to Nigerians, I told you. Clearly, if you follow through historicity, every time we had multiple presidential candidates, multiple big presidential candidates, the incumbent always won. In 2027, if you go through historicity, no matter the hoopla, no matter what my obedient brothers say, if there is no formidable coalition within the opposition, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will win a landslide in 2027. They may not like this, but that's the truth. And so if we must do something strong, Peter Gregory Obi must go in the bedroom with Atiku Abubakar, with Rotimi Amechi, with Adebayo of the SDP, with my brother and friend Shore, with all those who have presidential ambition. We must discuss effectively and dispassionately and come with a united ticket. Only through that can the APC be defeated in 2027.
Do you believe that Peter Obi is rightly positioned to lead a coalition of differing political interests? And do you believe that these complex political partnerships can be led by Peter Obi and the NDC?
This one, very strong question. God bless you. Let me say without equivocation that with the movements and the reasons, I have my problems with my elder brother, Peter Gregory Obi. When you surround yourself with sycophants, court jesters, and people who are almost always willing to tell you what you want to hear, you err. You make major dysfunctional and inappropriate political decisions. The same is the problem with Atiku Abubakar. They surround themselves with court jesters. They haven't learned the leadership secret of Abraham Lincoln, who made starting his greatest opposition, his greatest critic, his best friend, who would ask him, what must I do? Starting wrote for Abraham Lincoln the best statement upon his death, the best tribute. He said now he belongs to the ages. But unfortunately, in the Nigerian political space, where politicians who are almost always ready to listen to those who will tell them, oh, you're the momentum. Oh, you're the only one who can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But you know what? It's a simple arithmetics. Adesua, with the number of presidential candidates emerging from the opposition, anybody who wants to be true to Peter Gregory Obi will tell him 2027 is as good as one. Those who are telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu that, who are telling Peter Gregory Obi that the NDC is the way to victory are not true. They are smart by half. If the opposition is not united, if there's no cohesion, if there's no understanding within the rank of the opposition, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will win resoundingly in 2027. And that's the truth. I don't care what people say about me. The truth will vindicate me. So going forward, and strictly to your question, I would say to my elder brother and friend, whom I still have deep sentiments and support for, Peter Gregory Obi, now is the time to start talking to those who differ, who do not sing your praise, who do not sing you. Great leadership, according to Niccolo Machiavelli, is the ability to ask those you think do not like you, which way should we go? Those were the reasons Andy Kenneth Okonkwo left Peter Obi. Those are the reasons why the people in the oppositions are saying what they're saying. But I think that the time to put country first is now. And I want to say that I'm unable to do a partisan support for any candidate. I want Nigeria to work. And if things remain this way, I'm unable to, like Steve said in his opening remark, I'm unable to dance with the NDC. I want a Nigeria that works, and I would support the best candidate and the most competent candidate based on the judgment of the Nigerian people.
All right. Thank you so very much, Chris Nwakobia.